Hello everyone. We are the students from GM University are here before you to briefing about our assignment 2 which is based on data processing in Windows. So we will speaking on what OS is and how it is part of our assignment and the code. So myself Megha will be saying about introduction and Sahitya about child processes, Digant parent process and Kirtana RL output, Bharat conclusion. And the introduction about operating system is a software that manages computer, hardware, software resources that provide us essential services for application. It handles processes management, memory allocation, and enables tasks like parallel execution and inter-process communication. Role in process management in this assignment, the OS helps manages parent and child processes. It allows the create process and synchronization of multiple processes. Shared memory. The OS facilitates shared memory for communication between processes. Function like create file mapping and map weave of file are used to share data efficiently. Parallel processing. The OS supports parallelism by dividing tasks like sorting arrays among multiple processes, improving performance by utilizing multiple cores. Resource management and cleanup. The OS handles memory allocation, error checks, and resource cleanup after processing, ensuring the system runs efficiently and without errors.
Hello everyone. So I'll be briefing you about the child process, which includes the code breakdown. So this C program demonstrates the three experiment focusing on a process management and the behavior in UNIX based system using the fork and execute and the process control managers. Under breakdown, we have first includes and liberals, which includes the essential for the process uh, related function. So we'll be having UNISTD dot H and for the fork and Excel and its sleep function sys slash types dot h and sys slash weight dot h for processing control and managing temperature termination. So next we have experiment 1 which is based on the process termination. So its behavior is prints the child process PID and waits for 2 seconds using the unsleep which is calculated in the milliseconds, terminates the process using the EXIT bracket 0. So the purpose to demonstrate the basic purpose life cycle where a child process runs for a while and terminates. So later I'll be I'm explaining you about the second experiment, which includes infinity child swiping behavior, um, continuously swipings of a new child process using FOR case bracket. So here the child purpose uses the EXECL bracket to execute another program which is child undergo program with the experiment 2 has an argument. If EXECL bracket fails, it reports to the error and exchange exits. Purpose demonstrate a dangerous situation where the child process creates infinity child processes. This may exist a system quickly. So next is experiment 3, which is infinity looping in each child process. The process behavior is to run an infinity loop within the child process. The loop increments a con- control every infinity integers. The process prints its PID and corrects the correct value. So its purpose is to demonstrate an infinity loop sensors where it is useful for observing CPU utilizing and process behavior under the prology execution. So now I'll explain you about the main function, which includes the process that commands the line argument in bracket argv, open the square bracket 1, to determine which experiment to run. Valid experiments are second one, which includes infinity child swiping, and third one, infinity loop in child process. If any invalid argument in process, it prints an error message. So the key concepts and the system implement impact. A fork, FORK bracket, creates a new process. The child process inherits a copy of the parent memory space. EXECLs bracket replaces the current process image from the new program. Resource execution. The second experiment comes over when the system, by creating too many processes leading to process limit, or the system slowdown. Infinity loop. Third experiments shows the CPU usage under the infinity executions. Termination, which includes experiment, demonstrate the cleanup process termination. Later, it will be explained by Kirtana.
Here is the information about the output of child class, where here in this program fork function create new child process and the child process attempt to execute. If child process is missing, excel fails and print excel failed. Resource exhaustion since program spans infinite process, the system will be eventually run out of the resource.
Shared memory is certain. Shared memory is created with the same open and mapped using mmap. Array initialization. The array is filled with random integers. Child process creation. Splitting work into subarrays. The arrays is divided into num process parts with each part being subarray size. Creating child process. Each child process runs a separate executed defined child process and starts a given subarrays. Argument process include start, index of the subarray, size of the subarrays, name of the subarrays. Child process execution not provided. Open the shared memory using the past name. Access the specific partition of array. Waiting for the for child process. The parent process waits for all the child process to finish sorting. Merge sorted subarrays. Managing logicals and copy black and output waiting result for to file in individual sorted subarrays first elements are weighted. Ba- Printing and conclusion, the first 10 sorted elements of the final arrays are printed for quickly verification. Cleanup, the program cleans up the shared resource, unmaps the shared memory, and close the shared memory file declarations. And execution flow, the parent's program generates a large arrays of random integers. The array is split into the num process subarrays. Child process are sort each other subarrays in parallel using child process executable. Results are saved to the file and displayed on the consoles. Performance benefits are the parallel sorting speed up and overall proceed by utilization multiple process. The time measurement. The program measures and displays the total sorting time. Assumptions. The child process executes example child process exists and performs sort on a subarrays. Potential improvement. Replace child process sorting with threads and avoid overhead of a process creation. Use multi-thread sorting algorithms like parallel quicksort for further performance gains. The program developments efficient parallel sorting using shared memory and multiple processes. It is ideal for a system with multiple cores and large database, and the output is shown by the Kirtana.
Here is the output for parent class, where for function create a new process, the child process try to execute. If child program does not exist, Excel function fails and print an error message, introduces a 3-second delay between iteration to slow down the spawning rate, system resource exhaustion. The infinite forking will eventually exhaust system resource, process ID, memory CPU, potentially causing the system to crash if unchecked.
The conclusion and result of experiment 2 and 3 are: experiment 2 is the infinite child spanning and experiment 3 is the infinite loop in child process. First, the result is it consumes system resources like process IDs and memory rapidly, which can eventually crash the system if not terminated. And it demonstrates CPU usage as the process runs continuously, consuming processor time until manually stopped. The conclusions are: the program continuously spans child processes in a loop. The child processes runs indefinitely, incrementing and printing a counter. Thank you.
So I hope our video was useful for you guys. So here we end the our assignment, which was on the basis of child process and the parent process. I hope it is useful. Thank you for being the part and watching this video and making it successful.